All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris, Unholy Jesus.
What's up, everyone?
I was holding it in.
Yeah, I heard. I'm sorry.
It was hard.
I'm sorry.
It was hard. I kind of want to do it over, but I don't want to.
I couldn't look at you. I had to turn my head.
Yeah, I was like, damn it, we should not start like that.
Unprofessional.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Media Hijack. What are you trying to touch my leg for?
I didn't mean to. Sorry.
All right, guys. Episode number 83.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have a lot of little dark stories from around the net. I have like 3 or 4 of them, like literally dark.
And you was funny last week, and now I got the funny stories this week.
Oh, you got the funny stories?
I got all the funny shit. Like, I got like a lady shooting herself in the vagina.
Damn, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're switching places this week.
Yeah,
so
I like this.
you be the funny guy this
I'm gonna
week.
line this up tonight, guys.
And I'm gonna go dark.
Let's go dark.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you guys want to buy some official Media Hijack T-shirts, head over to the MediaHijack.com. Grab you an official Media Hijack T-shirt. Also, if you guys want, Chris got a T-shirt on.
I'm wearing it today, finally.
Yeah, that's what I should have wore today. Damn it. I was like, what should I wear today? Also, if you guys want to visit our Reddit, be a member, go to our Reddit, be a member, post some stuff.
Drop some shit off. I saw like a feet picture on it today. I don't know how I missed that.
A feet picture on the plane.
I would have crashed that whole damn thing.
Gotta love those feet pics. Especially the dirty feet.
Yuck.
Chat, you know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Also, if you guys want to watch the replay for this video, head over to our YouTube to catch the replay. Also, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. If you're an iTunes member, just scroll down, go to our podcast, scroll down, hit the 5-star, leave a nice comment.
Oh, yeah, please.
All right. So we're going to do some dark world news. This is not really the main story, but this is going to be the title. So in Switzerland, they approved an assisted suicide capsule.
I'm not surprised. I remember hearing years ago that either Switzerland or one of those Norwegian countries, or whatever you call them. I remember hearing some years ago that if you're in a hospital and you're dying from, and it has to be a terminal illness, you can opt out for like a suicide. I mean, not suicide, like a suicide pact, where they will have nurses and doctors assist you in your suicide.
Yeah,
inject you with the shit, and you want passing, which I'm kind of for, because that shit's got to be suffering behind it. I'm assuming like, yo, I'm ready to go. Let's.
Yeah, like when it's like that case, when you're like terminally ill.
Yeah.
When you're at the end of the road.
There's
and then you're like, hey, and like.
Chemically induced suicide.
Like, if you can't really enjoy this life, you shouldn't be trying to hang on, right? Because what are you hanging on to?
Like, what are you doing? You're a burden on your family. Some people will feel like they're a burden, like, my family keeps coming to see me, and they're depressed. Like, let's just end this, and we can move past it. And
I'm all for it, like that.
Yeah.
So, Switzerland, they legalized a new way to die by assisted suicide. So, the country's medical review board has authorized the use of Sarco suicide pods. So these suicide pods is a 3D printed portable coffin-like capsule, right? So when you're ready to commit suicide, like after you pass all the tests and stuff, they give you like a discrete location. They give you like the address for where the location where the suicide pod is at. Usually it's in like a peaceful forest, somewhere out in the wilderness.
What?
And they'll drop it there. They give you like the coordinates. And like, here's your suicide pod.
And you just go die in the wilderness?
Yeah, like somewhere peaceful, if that's where you would want to die.
And then somebody, I'm assuming the company's going to come by and then scoop it up
when the job is done.
Boom, 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 and then drop the body off at... that's kind of...
No. Like, here's like, they go through like, they go through multiple tests to make sure like, it's like you pass the test, like you really don't want to live no more.
Yeah, okay, you have to check all the boxes.
Like everything has to be like your own consent, not somebody making you do it. And then they have to get the secret code or whatever. Only you would know because you're the one that took the test. And then when you go in the pod, you have to answer a whole bunch of other questions.
While you're inside the pod?
While you're in the pod, before they start with the suicide process.
Like, bro, are you sure you want to do this? Like, is it that bad? Like, you're going to miss out on some fun shit.
Just hit the red button, beep, but then you start regretting it.
You're like, no.
Yeah, so like the inventor, he said like the way they die, like what they decrease like the oxygen level from like 21% to 1%.
Oh.
So it's almost like you're falling asleep peacefully. So it was like a peaceful, comfortable death. Nothing wild. You're not getting injected.
Brain's getting blown out.
You're not getting shot in the head.
The oxygen level is pretty good. That's how they do the oxygen level. You just low oxygen levels. It makes sometimes that's what they do on planes, I think, too, when you have
That's
the
how
mask.
they die from sleep apnea.
Why you don't tell me that?
Hey, I go through the same shit.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, like I know a
scary
lot of
shit.
times when I sleep I don't breathe, and that's
scary
why I
shit.
be going through these paralysis mode to my spirit's like, hey,
You're on the brink of
wake
like
the fuck up, you're about to die, like you need to breathe.
yeah. I experienced it a couple times which is
Well,
why
I just cuss fuck.
he discussed again. When I went through sleep apnea, that's why I'm going through a sleep apnea test right now, because in my sleep I've had several moments, probably even more than that, where I wake up and I'm not breathing, and I'm catching myself not breathing, and I'm like, holy, I can't go back to sleep, and
That's scary.
it's scary as hell. That's why I'm using this machine. I need to figure out what's going on. But yeah, no, sleeping I can see where raising the oxygen level, because I think it will get you really high, and then they slowly just probably just increase it from there, and then boom, till you go to sleep, then your oxygen is like it's cut off. So because you're gonna cough it anyway, you're not gonna be able to breathe in there. So just lower the amount. I mean, did they say how long the process is? Like how long would it take for that?
It says the whole process takes about 30 seconds.
Holy hell, that is fast as hell. It's like this. Oh my god, they can't even read a book.
He said death takes place through a hypoxia and hypocapnia, oxygen and carbon dioxide depreciation.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you.
So there is no panic, no choking. In 2020, around 1,300 people died by assisted suicide in Switzerland. So it's kind of like a normal thing.
Wait, how many?
1,300
Holy shit!
died by assisted suicide,
When it was
where they had like
terminal
medical
illness,
people
yeah.
on standby. They're reading you, I don't know, Cat in the Hat or whatever. And then they induce you with some type of medication and then just slowly put you in like a stairway to heaven.
That's gotta be. Oh man, imagine if you like a doctor or a nurse that's gotta mess somebody people's like in the head up. You know what I'm saying? You just killed 4 people today when you go home from work. That's gotta be traumatizing to the doctor. So,
How's work? Peaceful.
but I mean, I don't know.
It's better than trying to hang on to this life when your body can't even hang out.
Yeah, like why are you here? Like I can't even fit in.
Yeah, technology is trying to hold on to you while the people in spirit world's like, what are you doing? You want to keep suffering?
Like why are you still in this cult?
Like let go, like unplug the cable, dude. You want to be a vegetable? You want people to keep watching, your legs?
Aren't you tired of watching this TV show? Like this TV show they running like.
Man, if I was ever a vegetable, unplug that shit, Chris.
Oh, I'll be ready. I mean, for me as well. And I'm saying,
I look at you and then I wink.
just make sure your family don't fight me over here. I'm like, look,
I
this is
want
what
you
he
to-
wanted.
I want you to do it in front of everybody.
I'm like, look, guys, if you guys watch the podcast, go to episode 83. He gave me this command. Don't stop me.
He said the wink.
The wink is the key.
Morse code wink.
Morse code.
Like, okay,
Do it.
okay.
I'm over this.
Green light, green light. Light it up.
I'm ready to go.
That'd be fucked up. I mean, that'd be messed up if they lock you up for that. Oh no, he killed our baby boy, that black man.
This is what he wanted.
Episode 83.
If you just listen to the podcast, please, and like and subscribe.
5 stars
5 stars.
for the last episode.
Man, okay, so now that you explain that a little bit better, because I was thinking that anybody can just go to these places, but okay, I'm getting this box, you die. But I see that you would probably be able to, like you said, check off all the boxes to show that, man, this dude really don't want to be here, and he's not happy.
Yeah, they go through like a survey. They do a survey.
Okay, that's a good way.
And
That's
then-
a very brilliant way of doing it then.
Then when they're, they go to the expert psychiatrist, so like they look at like, yeah, this guy's ready.
What if the
Send him the location.
What if the psychiatrist reason is like, look, Mr. Waters, you're just trying to get out of paying child support. That does not count for you to want to commit suicide. Oh shit! Damn it!
It could have been different.
It could have been different. Like, not wanting to pay child support does not equate to suicide. So no, get back out there, pay your child support. You can't run.
But yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. There's been a lot of times in my life where I have said some things of, man, I wish this shit would kill me. And that's because I was having a bad day. But do I really wish it would happen? No, but so yeah, I can see why. Like, are you just having a bad day or are you having a bad existence? That's what we're trying to figure out with you. Like,
Bad moment.
Yeah, so you're just having a bad day because your boss pissed you off. No, we're not gonna let you do this.
You had a little record scratch.
Yeah, it's like it happens to everybody. So
Error.
so it's pretty smart. I like that.
But yeah, if like everything all checks off, and then if even other people's like, yeah, I think suicide might be the choice.
Actually, you know what? I actually agree with this 1,000% because on some level, if somebody really wants to do this, you cannot stop them. So it's better for them to do it maybe this way than, I don't know, your parents discovered your body that you dead because you blew your brains out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a way more, if people are going to do this, then this is the best option for them to do it than doing it in a horrific way. Then family members finding your body a week later because they couldn't went over to your house because they was worried. And, it's less traumatizing in the long run.
I would hope like they would try to get help first, like real help.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, doesn't like give up straight up. Yeah, this.
Yeah, like if they took like a mushroom trip and they still feel the same way, I'd be like,
then okay, all right.
it's the latitude 345, negative 67.
It's behind the big rock over there. All right, just a little.
I was like, man, I can't believe that 8 grams of mushroom didn't help him.
I wonder what the facility is like in the middle of nowhere. Is this like a log cabin with?
I don't even think it's a facility. It's one of those.
This is his coffin out there?
They're dropping pods off.
In the middle of nowhere?
In the middle of nowhere.
Man, what if you're like trying to just opt out of life and then a squirrel chews on a cord and like, ew, and you can't even complete it. You're like, no.
It's
gotta be like in a facility.
Battery operated, solar power.
So power, there you go. No,
Yeah.
no cords, no nothing. None of that messy stuff.
What's the worst that can happen? Him living?
Hey.
What's the worst?
What's the worst that can happen?
That might be like a life-changing experience.
Like, it wasn't supposed to happen. Like, just say.
Yeah, it's like that thing, right? Like in Asian countries, when they have to execute you, right?
Yeah.
And then they shoot you, but the gun jam. If it jams, you're free to go.
Oh,
because they see that as a sign of something higher wants them to live. So it's like, free to go, young man murderer that murdered 12 people.
No, something try to stop us.
Something try to stop. Hey, we're just doing what the spirit wants, and if they didn't want to kill you, here's the door. America's
gonna be like, oh, what? Give me another gun. Like, give me another gun. This shit's broke.
Yeah, and Asia's more lenient, but it's more hardcore too.
Yeah,
you can almost die by anything.
Yeah. Oh God. Yes, it's.
But they're superstitious too, so which is kind of dumb.
I don't get it.
Like, you guys are so hardcore, but superstitious at the same time.
I don't know.
Like, wait, the gun jam, so he's free? He just killed the whole village. Hey, the gun jam.
Hey, look, just stop asking questions.
You want to fight them? You want to fight the spirit world? No.
Look, they've already answered. They already answered if this person should live. If they didn't want him to live, then the gun would have worked. So
yeah. So what do you guys think about this suicide pod being available for the public if they decide to do suicide? This is the safest way they can do it.
Yeah.
And the most peaceful.
And I think we've explained ourselves pretty well that we both. Would you say you're okay with this if this were to become a thing?
Would I get in trouble later in the future?
I don't think so. Cause
If I answer this,
I think our stuff is not that insane. Our answers,
okay.
Our answers are pretty logical. I think
I agree with it because look, usually people when they're doing their suicide. They all try to take other people down with them, which is to me is the most disgusting, selfish shit you can do. Exactly. Like if you're gonna kill yourself, hey, don't put other people in risk just because you want to do this. Like if you're already set on it, hey, do that somewhere else quietly. Go do it somewhere else. Don't mess with nobody.
Yeah, for real.
We'll find you later.
We'll find you later. And
usually, like suicide victims, they get no respect, man. Like in like hospitals and stuff. Like if somebody tried to commit suicide, right, and they survive, man, they're on the bottom of the list of trying to bring them back. If there's somebody else in front that's like, like having other issues, they take care of them before they take care of the suicide victim that's about to die.
Because it's probably going to see it as, well, they want to be here anyway, so.
Right. That's it's no respect. It's, hey, this guy survived suicide. Hey, oh yeah, he's like 8th in line. Take care of him last.
Shell Shock, what's up?
What's up, Shell Shocks? Is Futurama predicted it correctly? Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
Futurama, as Chris said, episode 1.
Okay, and Shell Shock, all right. I used to watch Futurama a whole lot back in the day. I haven't watched it in years though, but if I remember correctly, I watched it back when it was on when it first aired on Fox because I was a huge Simpsons fan. So I think it came out like in the early 2000s. But I remember how it was is that Bender, like in the very first episode where Fry ends up in the future, I think he comes across Bender because Bender is in a suicide booth and he's trying to kill himself. But I think he either messes it up or Fry messes it up for him to commit suicide. And Bender's like, oh, well, since I can't kill myself, I'm going to just follow you around. And that's how they want becoming friends. But it was just he accidentally stopped Bender from offing himself. But I think later on in the series, they do show more of like, I think they touch on it a little bit more. But I think that's when they first introduced it when Bender was trying to use it.
It was like 25 cents to kill yourself.
Some shit. And I think he have no money after that. It's oh, my God.
But I think this is kind of like pricey, but they didn't name the price. But what's the price of death, right?
Hey. Can you put a price on it?
There's a price on everything.
It is. Everything has a price. Yeah. Even you being alive, life and death. This is all for money.
So when is this going to be available?
In case you were wondering.
In case you guys are wondering. It will be available next year, 2022.
I still keep thinking when 2020. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I was confused too. Melissa says she'll be good with it. Plus, it's less messy. Yeah, it's less messy.
Yeah, it's less messy.
It's green. It's green for the environment. And it's 3D printed. So maybe it's like biodegradable. Yeah. Maybe they don't have to pick it up. They let that shit. They let the forest take care of it.
Tree grow over top of it.
Yeah.
Like all stuff. And I see. I'm for this too because of this. It's much more. If somebody wants to do this, you're not going to talk. If they really want to do it, you're not going to talk them out of it. And I think this is an option for them, not like based on, it's an option. It's a better option for them versus like I said before, family members, loved ones find you 5-6 days later, you dead in your house and you've been smelling up the joint, head missing because you blew your head off with a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's less traumatizing too in the long run.
You don't want to find.
If people are gonna do it, then let's figure out a way to
the easiest
make
way.
the cleanest, easiest, less traumatizing way to do it. So and that's why I'm with it.
I would respect it a lot more.
Oh yeah,
because I don't want to walk in the house and be like, dude hanging from the ceiling.
Like, oh shit!
I'm like, come on. I'd rather get an email from like the suicide pod company.
Like it's done. Like and they'd be like, cool. Just leave it at that.
Urgent. Deal is done.
Open immediately. All right.
Chris Jones died. Blah blah blah.
He's gone. He's passed on.
Suffocation. No breathing.
This is my last resort.
He had a peaceful death. He died 15 seconds within the process.
And he's gone. Shit. Hey, that's it. Hey.
He's in heaven, in quotations.
In heaven. Yeah, because you don't want to offend nobody.
Hopefully. He's in a better place.
Yeah, I'm for it. I can never see this happening in America, but I would like to see something more like this in America.
Speaking of America.
Oh, shit. Let's go.
Well, not speaking of America, but other countries that have assisted suicide that's legal, other countries are the Netherlands,
Told you,
Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg. How do you say that? Luxembourg.
I'm guessing. I can't even say it.
And Canada, out of all places.
Canada the next door neighbors, huh?
Canada have assisted suicide.
Now, but it's on the level of if you're suffering from a terminal illness.
I would imagine that would be the case.
But New Zealand's going to be the first one of like, you just want to just get up out this shit altogether.
New Zealand's like,
yo, you really don't want to be here?
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Oh, my God. I can see that. Oh, you know. And it's a business, too. So how much money would they make off of that? That'd be depressing.
They'd make a killing.
Oh, my God. That is sad as hell. That's so sad.
But yeah, American, where you at?
Oh, my God.
You know what's crazy, right?
What's up?
Like off the funny stuff. Like at my job, there has been an increase in suicides at my job.
Really?
Where they have to put more signs out for people that's committing suicide at the train stations.
They're jumping in front of it?
They're jumping in front of it, dude.
Man, this world's getting depressed, man.
And And I always miss it by like a smidget just because I'm doing something dumb. And I just miss it all the time. I was like, oh, I was supposed to be on that train too. I was supposed to get front row seat.
When it happened.
Yeah, it's a young girl, maybe like 20 years old. She was done.
Just
Jumped right in front, scraped her body, ripped like her arm, everything. And she was like still kind of alive. I was like,
But kind of
that's
not.
disgusting.
How'd you hear about this? Somebody,
then,
somebody saw it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, obviously somebody saw it,
yeah.
but like
the whole shit got shut down like for like a few hours. And
they got it up that fast?
yeah.
They just grabbed the
cleaned up
body and
everything.
sprayed up?
I wasn't there, but I don't want to see it, but they told me the gruesome details. I was like, that's so scary. So then, like, the next day, I went to that same station, and then I was looking. I was like,
Morbid curiosity kicking in.
That's a stain.
It's kind of brownish, but
And then I started doing dumb stuff, like taking a picture, like, just to see if I could get any, like, crazy paranormal activity going on.
oh man, y'all wouldn't even. I wouldn't
And
even.
then
know.
I would edit the picture, like, make the exposure higher. I was like, made it black and white. I
trying to pick up something.
Yeah, I was like making a negative, like, I didn't get nothing in none of these shots, man. Maybe I need a better camera.
I didn't even get a dot. Like, this is
Like, I don't get a better, but yeah, I looking back at it, that's disrespectful, right?
people have done way worse using cameras. So what you did, people have done worse using cameras. I promise you, that's
curious.
nothing.
I was just trying to catch something on camera. But what's crazy actually today at work, right? A car, it was raining like crazy this morning. So a car like went over the side of the road, landed right on the tracks.
What? This is a GTA?
That shit, yeah, like GTA. The whole shit shut down, dude. People were like, how am I supposed to get to work?
Hey, bro, trains ain't mine. I'm a whole different department.
I'm glad I'm clocked in. I was like, that's so crazy. That shit was down for like 4 hours. And like, fuck, how did that happen? It's so funny, right? And then when everything's cleaned up, and then I had to catch the train. And then the train conductor, she was like, look into your right. Almost like she's like a tour guide.
Yeah.
You can see this vehicle jumped over the curve, landed on the track, and they're slowly trying to remove the car. Because we had to run single track, which is like we're running on the opposite side.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to clean up that car, which was on the other side of the tracks.
So they had to divert traffic.
And then she was like, look what happened. Like, this is why we were down for so long.
This the conductor talk?
Yeah, on the intercom.
Look at this shit that they did to us. So before you get mad at us, this is why.
Yeah.
This is what we need y'all to understand.
She's like, I don't know how that happened, but that's the reason why you guys are all late.
Yeah, next GTA should take place in Atlanta.
I was texting the cop too. I was like, hey man, what happened? And then he was like, I'm on vacation.
Bro,
But then he was cool. He was
with the
cool.
fam.
Like he ended up calling somebody there, and then he told me what happened.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I was like,
Damn, you got connects like that?
hey, I didn't mean for you to do all that. Like, go back to sleep.
Yeah,
But this is like 7 a.m.
You got connects like that?
Yeah, over there I do.
Yeah. Please call my phone. I'm about to fake my death. I'm about to get up out of here. Oh my god.
But yeah, it was kind of wild. Like my day was so peaceful today, though. It was nice.
That's good, man.
McDermotron, what's up, dude? He says, true cop response if I ever heard one. I'm on vacation.
I'm not here.
But yeah, that's my story. I got to pee real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Yes. Sit tight.
All right, guys, we're back. All right, we're going to line up the mood with one of Chris' topics.
Oh my god, this is so strong. I haven't had this in a while, I don't think.
Angel dust.
Space dust. Okay. Which do I want to pick first? Actually, let me do this NFT story right quick, because I'm getting confused with NFT right now, where it's going, and why it's going.
Did it have anything to do with Art Basel over the past weekend?
Art Basel.
It's like a really bougie art show in Miami.
Yes, it does. You did. So you heard the story, right? All right, let's get it.
Maybe. I just know the event happened.
Okay, so an artist is selling one of her eggs as an NFT at Miami Art Basel.
What do you mean, like eggs?
Her actual eggs. Like her
Oh,
eggs.
like her eggs to make babies.
Yes, she's selling her egg.
Why?
Well, it says the painter's name is Nareen Arakelian is selling one of her eggs along with her painting at Art Basel, Miami Beach. The 42-year-old painter is a mom of one and is selling her eggs as NFT along with her painting. So, Arkelian hasn't sold the work yet, but hopes a couple looking for fertility help becomes its owner. So I guess she's banking on couples that are trying to have babies or whatever. Then hey, you can buy my painting and my egg, and this should maybe give you. I don't know if she's trying to go for like this kind of like good fortune type of thing, like because you'll be blessed with having a kid if you guys been having trouble working through it.
I would imagine it being very expensive to even
get to
inseminate that egg.
Yes,
that's how you say it, right?
Yes, I would. That's what I would assume. What was that before? Okay, it says the 42-year-old American artist created a painting called "Live," which contains a contract for one of her eggs. So within the painting is a contract giving ownership to the NFT egg. So it's kind of like a two. You get the painting because she's an artist and her egg, but the contract is.
Is she a good artist?
It's just her thing just says "live" all over it, but it's not any kind of like art. It's just words. It's very simplistic.
She lazy.
Yeah. When I first
A
read
little
this,
creative, but kind of like you're not really trying like
she's
that.
trying
anymore.
to catch I think she's trying to take advantage of people who. This is my opinion. I'm about to be. I'm about to sound kind of cynical, but I feel like she's trying to take advantage of people who maybe trying to conceive a child and maybe having issues. And
I don't see it as her like taking advantage of her.
it's just such a weird angle to come from for.
I don't think she's seeing it as something actually practical.
Yeah,
she's just trying to. I don't know, trying to be different like that.
Okay, so
But she's not really seeing like that people are actually gonna use her egg. She's just trying to really swing at this art scene from some wild angle.
Okay, so it could be interpreted as it's almost like she's trying to put that energy out there, like hey, get to
Like a controversial piece, something that people are gonna talk about, like us.
Yeah, and it's working because when I saw this story, I was like, oh, all right. I mean, this is kind of.
That reminds me. I mean, I don't know if this is true, but then I saw some dude saying he's selling sperm that's unvaccinated.
Who? What? Now?
He has a sign that says "unvax sperm for sale," some shit.
Oh, wow.
That kind of remind me of a story like that.
Hey, guess what? This body ain't got no wax, so got the OG 2019 sperm, the vintage 19 sperm.
Windows 95 sperm.
The last of its kind.
I got the MS-DOS sperm. Running Linux.
How much you want? I can give it. How much you want?
But it's not reliable. It's known to overheat.
It's got some issues, but all right. So it says the person who buys the piece gets Arkelian's egg.
Just say R. Kelly.
R. Kelly gets R. Kelly's egg. She expects them to conceive a child with it. See, that's what I'm saying. She expects them to conceive a child with her egg. So I guess they're gonna do like maybe I don't know how that works, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess implant the egg inside of the woman that wants to have the kid, so then they can give her. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, currently the piece is still for sale as an NFT, digital art sold directly using cryptocurrency. Basically, Kellyanne said, page 6, she ideally wants a couple looking for fertility help to buy her piece. She's the mother of a 21-year-old son herself. So was she 42? Yeah, she was young when she was born. Okay.
She's about 12.
Yeah, give or take, and she says, I am so happy to bring a child into the world through my artwork. It's a beautiful act of creativity to give the gift of art and life. So Killian, who uses her art to create commentary on gender identity and social issues. So yeah, I didn't realize NFT was hitting this point of. I didn't know. That's why I was confused. Like, you can do that. I was like, you could do that. That was my first reaction with the story. I was like, what? I was like, what direction are we going on with this NFT? Because I'm hearing stories about even where game companies like Ubisoft are jumping on the NFT thing now. And I was like, man, I thought it was art, but I guess you can own pieces of stuff and then claim it and then own it and then.
It could be anything.
Yeah, but I think that's a confusing thing for me.
I could just take a picture of you with it now minted as an NFT.
And I think that's the thing that's confusing me is the level that people are thinking of what anything is, because I was thinking like, okay,
It is anything.
It is, but when they say anything, it means anything. So I think that's the thing I'm trying to wrap my head around with NFT. I'm like, holy
Everything has a price.
yes,
Yeah.
that is
It
crazy.
just has to be minted on a blockchain where
Okay.
it's officially, like, hey, this is how much it got minted for or whatever.
Okay.
Or how much it's going to be sold on. Then you exchange it through through cryptocurrency on the blockchain where it's recorded. Like if
So it's a
I
record
took
of
a
it?
picture of you and then somebody bought it, it shows on the network somebody bought a picture of you for like $4,000.
And then okay, so it shows that you paid for
Yeah,
this.
it's like it's on record that somebody paid that much for your face.
Damn.
Then someone's like, I'm gonna own that Chris Jones. Pay $10 million. Like, oh my god! And
So
somebody paid $10 million for it.
So in a weird way, this is kind of like I kind of think of it like back in the day when people would make like Mona Lisa art and shit like that, or some kind of art picture, and then they lose track of the original. It was like there's all like a lot of fakes were coming out. Like you know what I'm saying, for example, like Mona Lisa fakes being out there and stuff like that. So, but this sounds like a way of where anybody can get on this, and at the same time, it's like, but it does keep track of the buyers and the sellers and whatnot. Is that, if I'm not mistaken? But
Yeah, it eliminates fake art. Like what I say, like fake art, meaning that it's not replicated
yeah,
because
it's copied.
once you buy it, right, it shows in your wallet on the blockchain that it's owned by this person.
Okay.
They can't replicate it because
It's gotta-
because it's too strong.
We got receipts. We got
yeah,
receipts.
you got the
my guy.
receipt. Like you can't like it's like, hey, I have the other piece of Chris Jones' face. Like, they only made one, and it's owned by this person. You have the same picture but different. Yours is not the main one,
Okay.
so it can never be like a double Chris.
There's only
It's
one.
impossible.
It's impossible. It's only one.
Yeah, it's impossible.
All right. But that was it for that story. That was it.
That's a crazy egg story.
Yeah, it is.
But speaking of eggs, I got an egg story too.
Let's go. Oh, I like this
So-
transition. Let's go.
Like I like animals, right?
Okay.
So in animal world news, so a goose in China lays an egg with black yolks. The yolk is black. I saw a video where the dude is cracking the egg yolk.
Yeah.
Bloop, black yolk.
Can you eat it?
I don't think they ate it.
So it's black and yellow? Black and
No,
yellow, black
I
and
have
yellow.
a picture. Let me just show
Oh,
you.
let's go. Let's hit.
Here it is.
Oh God, that's horrifying. I'm thinking it was like, oh, you say yolk. The yolk was black.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like the
yolk.
Oh my
Is
God.
that? Yeah, like, that's the yolk.
Damn.
Crazy, right?
Once you go black, Lord, what are they doing out there with them geese?
Yeah, but they're trying to say like, oh, it's fake. But then you actually see the dude crack it. So they're waiting for like this goose to lay like another magic egg, so they can verify, hey, this is laid by this goose, this geese, and it produces black yolk.
And they don't know why.
They don't know why. And then you would think China see a lot of weird stuff. This is like the first time they counter something this strange to where they have to put it all over the news.
Geese is probably from like an alternate Earth, like Earth 3, where
Maybe.
geese lay black yolk eggs, and then it just slipped like how Bigfoot just slips up and ends up here. like whoa, you on the wrong Earth, buddy. Like, how'd you get here?
They should have cooked it. They never said that they cooked it
Man,
though.
yeah, I would have made was some bacon on a bagel, some Swiss cheese. Man, whoa. Look, I'd have made an omelet. So, come on, let's go. If you're gonna eat it, let's go in.
Black eggs. But yeah, so the scientists, they're trying to say like it could be a possibility that it's caused by pollution in the environment.
That's sad.
But it's just that one goose.
Yeah, wouldn't everybody be more like that? I would assume. There's
You would
pollution
see
everywhere.
more stories.
Everywhere.
It's not the goose that laid the magic black egg.
Yeah. If it's true, if it was now, if we start seeing more of this, then maybe it might be a problem. Because what if this is like the first geese that does this?
Yeah, like that's crazy. If you guys are listening to us, you can catch the podcast on YouTube, so you guys can check that picture out of the black egg yolk.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna. It's kind of beautiful and not at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It's
Like a black swan, huh?
yeah. I was like, damn, that yolk looks beautiful, even though it's it looks cool, but I wouldn't.
It looks like it might make you sick.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's not even like a. Oh, that's weird. So I'm guessing the egg is what the eggshell is white and you crack it up, it's like black. All right.
Scrambled eggs.
I love eggs, so I would try it.
Well, that's my story about China with the eggs.
All right. All right, so I go with an actually funny story, and this comes from Shell Shock, because he be sending me some funny shit. So this takes place in Saudi Arabia. God, that place is so strange to me, but it says, camels enhanced with Botox barred from Saudi Arabia beauty contest. So in Saudi Arabia, they have beauty contests.
For camels?
Camels.
Whoa.
Man, wait till you how much these people, excuse my language, listen to how many people, when you hear the cash prize of this shit, it's going to make you blow your mind of how much they fucking get if they're cow, like that. Yeah, write it down, because it's like, when I saw this, I'm tripping right now of just how much money, the prize money is if you win. So basically out there in Saudi Arabia, there's this contest where they test. If you own a camel, you put them in a contest. It's like almost like how in America or
The dog shows.
the dog show type
Yeah.
thing, but it's with camels, and they check them. They like look at the shape of the head. I think is like the hump and all that stuff. They look at everything, but some people have been using Botox to make their camels look more beautiful.
How dare they?
They've been injecting them. They've been straight up injecting these camels.
Give them the extra hump.
Yeah, it's like just smooth that hump out like an egg. Like,
Whoa.
we don't want no wrinkles. Like, we didn't want the hump to look like balls. They want the hump to look like an egg. So they're smoothing it out. Perfect.
Camel humps that you see on Aladdin.
Yes, exactly. No
Cartoon camels.
No wrinkles, right? I thought this was insane about it. But it says Saudi authorities have carried out their biggest crackdown on camel beauty contests, disqualifying more than 40 enhanced camels from the annual pageant, according to this state-run Saudi press agency. Says the camels disqualified in the competition at the festival were judged to have received Botox injections of other artificial touch-ups too. So I don't know, maybe Brazilian butt lift on a camel. I'm not sure what else. I'm not sure what else they did on these damn things. But it says the popular festival, which started this month, invites the breeders of the most beautiful camels to compete for about $66 million cash prize.
Well, this is Saudi Arabia.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think people realize how rich Saudi Arabia is when they can do a $66 million prize for a camel competition. That's
unheard of.
That would feed like that. That's, I think that was the shocking part about the story to me. I was like, 66 million for this. I would cheat too. I'm not gonna lie. I would
For a camel competition?
Look, I would. My cow would have duck lips. My camel would be walking with like the switch. I'm telling you, I would. Man, I would actually build a school to teach camels how to look good in these competitions. So
With that type of money.
So then they will go to me, be like, he knows everything about camels. Let's take my camel there to camel school and then put him in a competition. So they pay me to set them up for success.
Man, I would teach that camel how to make an NFT.
Like, baby, we about to go to the moon.
Start a school. Like, oh, a camel made this NFT. Minted. Put that shit on the blockchain. Hey, shit is not a bad word, by the way.
Nah, it isn't, man. They sit on
I
FX.
know I said it a lot.
They sit on FX, so it's not bleeded. It's not bleeded out like that anymore. What does Shell Shock say? It says in the chat. He says, "I was like, of course it's a thing." When I came across this article. Oh yeah, so Shell Shock. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. If you know how the Middle East gets down, they kind of weird with animals.
They got that oil money.
You can do whatever you want.
They got that royal off-planet money, man. Their budget is stretched far upon this earth.
Man. It says, what was that? It says, judges at the month-long festival held in the desert northeast of Saudi capital, Riyadh, are escalating their clampdown on artificially enhanced camels.
Wait, is this a real story?
What?
Shell Shock says it was either on Offbeat or not The Onion, because I know The Onion is the fake news one.
This is on The Guardian, because you told me the story, and I saw it on The Guardian, and that's kind of a... I think The Guardian's independent news for the most part. If I'm not
it's
mistaken.
real? Okay, it's real.
So it's not The Onion. Yeah. Hey, you scared me for a second. Don't be doing that to me. You should have told me this before you told me this story. Don't be second guessing me while we live. Jesus.
We can't give no more fake stories on this show.
Yeah, come on.
We're gonna lose our reputation as the media hijack.
We got to, for real.
They're like they messed themselves up.
Like, they're not hijacking shit.
Yeah, they're making up stuff now. They're spreading all this fake news.
Camels?
Camels pageant, 66 million.
What the? But
Botox. What?
But 66 million for a man. And if you're rich, I'm just saying. That's 66 million. It says the month-long festival is the biggest in the Gulf and involves up to 30,000 camels. So there's like 30,000 contestants throwing in 30,000 camels.
30,000 camels? Who can judge all that?
Somehow they do it, but they probably get paid off and let some people skip through to get to the end. And like, basically sounds like a competition where if you got the most money, you'll win. Because if the cash prize is 66 million, I'm assuming the amount of money you got to spend to get these camels all pruned up is gonna be expensive too. You know, it's not gonna be like no.
Sounds like how we pick presidents.
Yeah. Whoever's got the most money wins. That's real shit.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but that,
pull the best strings, you know.
yeah. But that's it for me.
Shell Shock says, I mean, if it's not too far off, we have the same type of things in the state fair with pigs. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, sure. They do
We
have
got the
pig
pigs.
competitions.
We got the dog competition. What else we got? Horses.
Yeah. So maybe we shouldn't look down on this then. Maybe it's just like
I
this.
never looked down on it.
I did, because I think I looked down on it because of the amount of money for the winner. 66 mil is
It's a different part of the world.
but I think for me living in America and being as poor as I am, seeing 66 mil, I'm like, why, why? Just
Look at Shell Shock.
boggles the mind. What did he say? Oh, he says, Shell Shock in the chat says, Max walked by last year and accidentally won. Oh, with the pig competition. Damn. Come on, man.
Shell Shock is wild.
And that's it for my story right there. That was it. That was an interesting story.
Back to dark news.
Let's go back. So
Back to dark news.
So much for the cute shit.
All right, so 100 of dead birds mysteriously fall from the sky outside of a Spanish hospital.
Again.
Check these pictures out.
Again.
Look at these silly birds just at a hospital, just all with a snap of a finger, all just collapsed. So this happened in Spain, a hospital in Spain. Hundreds of dead birds mysteriously fall from the sky. This bizarre incident reportedly occurred at the Juan Cardona Hospital in the city of Ferrol last Friday, for reasons yet to be determined. So they really don't have any idea how this happened. They said out of nowhere, suddenly these birds just started falling from midair, plummeting onto the ground, pavement, all over the hospital. And what's crazy about this story is a similar thing happened in Spain, where birds fell out of the sky doing the same. Like it's almost like a sonic boom happened and all the birds died. But it wasn't a sonic boom, so it's probably some different radio frequency that happened that shot within the air, and all the birds, their ears blew out and they died.
Yeah,
which is what I'm thinking would happen.
Yeah, I remember before with that. We've had this before though, when birds just hundreds of them just drop dead out the sky. Like,
Yeah.
I remember we had it happen here in America too. It was like 10 years ago now or something. I can't remember when it was, but I think it maybe happened in the Midwest. But just a bunch of birds just died and fell out the sky. I think they explained it like on I think they explained it as like or they tried to explain it as I think it was the decrease in temperature went down so fast that it kind of like put them in shock, and then they all couldn't I think these bodies just went into shock and they fell and then died upon death after landing or something. But I don't know. I've heard so many different stories. I don't even know what is even true about that because I don't know.
Yeah, they never really found like a real answer. But there's like shows like Dark on Netflix where they had the similar thing happen when they turned on like the time machine.
Yeah.
And then everything started getting weird, and then that's when all the birds started dying.
So it's like a
It's
pulse
when
or
they
something?
cut off, when there's a pulse in the air, they cut on that time machine, and then boom, like the birds, they go through some type of wave to where their ears blew up. Like first, they didn't know what happened with these birds until they actually did autopsy on the birds, and they said every single bird eardrums blew out.
Damn, them tiny little holes.
Tiny little holes. boom, like it just blew up.
Damn, and if you think about it too, if it blows out the eardrum, if eardrums work the same way it does for humans, it controls their equilibrium, like their
So it
balance.
probably throws
so they
them
probably throws off
completely
their
off.
flying, because that's how it is. Like if you lose your hearing as a human, it's hard for you to keep your balance and shit, because your hearing is super damn important. It allows you. I don't get it sometimes, but sometimes your hearing works and with your balancing, and so maybe with birds, like it happens, and then they're like, oh, flying, crashing to walls, and some probably just die like automatically. So
Echolocation.
it's like echolocation. It's like the bats,
The
right?
bats.
And dolphins. Man,
But yeah, sound is important.
yeah.
But yeah, well, that happened like recently, last Friday, and the last time it happened like that in Spain was 2019. So Spain is already known for like a lot of weird
shit.
stuff. Even with the time traveler guy,
Yeah, I was waiting for you to bring him up.
he lives in Spain.
What's up with him? I haven't heard from him in a while.
Man, he out here on boats, yachts, and big hotels, still
doing
doing the
it.
same thing. Like nobody's around. Like
Doing it big on dead earth.
I was like, there's no way this guy can fake all those videos. Like that dude he's really trapped.
He's still out there.
He's really trapped, showing all these videos. They even made a jersey for him. They left it in like the locker room
He just went and
of
got
the
it.
stadium. Yeah,
Man,
He
lost
just
in
went. That
time.
shit says Javier. I was like, damn, they know you're a time traveler.
You know.
So I bet they're all freaking out when the jersey's missing.
Ah, shit.
He took it. No cameras caught him. He made it in and out the stadium and everything. This is like a real big arena.
And nobody was there.
Nobody was there. Nobody stopped in nothing. He was in the locker room. He got access to every location.
God damn.
He was in like the big boat, like the
Yachts and shit.
yeah, like like where the captain sat.
Oh,
there.
yeah,
He's in,
yeah.
like, yeah, his everywhere. He can't fake all that shit. It's too much. It's just too much work for nothing. I don't even think he got sponsors.
Yeah, but he's
I
damn.
don't even think he got sponsors to be wasting all his time like that.
Nah, man, he can't. He can't. Damn, so dead birds though. Shit. Going through this again. Look
Too
at
much
this.
time travel shit going
Look
on.
at these damn things.
Too much time
They got
travel.
them in rows, man.
Lining them up one by one. What to do with the broom? Sweeping up
Oh,
birds.
I know he gotta be pissed. He's like, man, I gotta.
This again.
He's like, man, what the
It's
hell?
like 2019 all over again.
Man, that's supposed to be my day off, man. What the hell? I'm gonna clean up some dead birds.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, we're back. All right, so we're done with the birds falling out from the sky.
All right, my go.
It's you go.
All right. Let's do this.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Let's do this other story that Shell Shock sent me. Because Shell Shock, whether he realizes it or not, he's kind of like our unofficial third member of the show because he shoots me a lot of crazy stories.
The journalist from
Yes, he's our
Texas.
he's our journalist on the field.
Out there on the field.
Out there on the field
Shell
for
shock.
media hijack. All right, so Forza Horizon 5 player banned for 8,000 years for putting Kim Jong-un
Wait,
on a car.
banned for how long?
8,000 years. For some reason, like
How you get banned for that long? Like, do you know how long humans live?
I get, you know what? I get a lifetime sentence is worse, but for some reason, 8,000 years sounds worse to me than a life. If they said like a lifetime ban, I'm like, all right, but 8,000 sounds worse to me, even though it's less. I don't know.
That means they
weird.
really mean it.
It's like we mean it so badly. We're gonna tell you an exact number of years. All right. It says Forza Horizon 5 is the latest casual street racing simulator for playground games that die. I don't have Xbox. I haven't had Xbox in years. But Forza Horizon 5, from what I'm hearing, it's been a big game out. It's one of the biggest games out right now that people are playing. It says, however, a Forza Horizon 5 player was recently handed an 8,000-year ban by the studio. The direct ban, seemingly spurred by the choice of livery, was given the player without any prior warning. So this person who made this basically he made this car, and with the painting over it, it's like red, but it has things of KFC on there, along with Kim Jong-un's face, because KFC is banned in North Korea.
Oh.
So that's one of the things. Another one is instead of having like, it's got like these decals on the car. So instead of saying like Nike, it would say like nude or something like that, or it'll say like nukes.
Oh.
Towards North Korea's nukes and all this other stuff. But
So it's all these like Trigger words.
All this trigger shit. It says it says further the livery of the vehicle even included a hashtag reading "Send nukes." The logo of the New Balance, because they had like a New Balance logo on it, says Nuke Balance. So it says, and the Nike banner was changed to Nuke, but it had like the little Nike sign underneath of it. And so, yeah, this guy wound up getting 8,000 years for this.
And the license plate says genocide.
Oh, no, they should have. They should have took it that
They
far.
didn't try that hard.
GNCD 2021. Oh, 21. I don't know. How would you
field.
shorten it? It says a Reddit post of the actual incident can be found. Reddit obviously did that. It says users worldwide reacted hilariously to this post, with their digs primarily directed towards the time period of which the player got banned from Forza Horizon 5. Players are advised to make libraries or customizations like this, as it may irk the studio, resulting in similar bans. So basically, apparently this company wants people to tiptoe around on, like, we can give you all this stuff to create any kind of vehicle you want, to paint and all this stuff.
Gave them too much power.
But now that we've given you this power, we're not trying to start World War III. So chill out.
What they should have did,
You've been banned for 8,000
if
years.
they were smart, what the company should have did was after they got, light up that situation, just ban the dude. Don't make no big deal out of it. Because as soon as you make a big deal out of it, guess what? The whole world already saw it.
Now they should just left it alone. But
So now, okay, you're trying to avoid the spotlight, but you put yourself in the spotlight.
because honestly, I think the news would have got out regardless if the guy went online and was like, "Man, look, I made this car and I've been banned for life," and maybe he could have spread the word. But the company in and of itself, they could have just ignored it. Like, we don't know what you're talking about. But they're just like, I don't know.
They could have just left it, just banned him, just leave it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I was a company, I would have been like,
And they shouldn't say you're banned for 8,000 years. That's like a personal.
"This is insane, right?" You know
That's
what I'm
like
saying?
they went to the office, they had a meeting, and they talked about this. And they're like, oh, yeah, and ban him for 8,000 years.
Yeah,
So they know, like, we were.
Be serious. Like, we actually picked a number.
Yeah, they should make it look like a bot took care of it.
And leave it at that. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, the machine picked it. Now, look, we'll make some changes to the machine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Where it looks like a human wasn't involved with the ban,
Shell Shock says in the chat, he says, "I have a General Lee Charger with Rebel flag on top." It says, doesn't and on top, and haven't been hit with a band hammer yet, so I don't know what's happening. It's the Wild West. Yeah, it's because this guy who got it, like they said, like it wasn't like he even got a warning. I think that's a strange thing too about the story. The guy who made this KFC.
What's a General Lee Charger? What is that?
Oh, it's a General Lee Charger. Sorry, my bad.
Sorry.
This is
I'm
from
so lost.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh.
It's an orange car, but it's got like the rebel flag or the Confederate
Confederate?
flag on the
Oh.
vehicle and all that. And it's a legendary car. It's fucking beautiful.
Wait, so you got a Confederate flag in your car?
So yeah, so that's the car he has in the game because he plays.
Oh, in the
Forza.
game.
Yeah, he plays Forza 5. So that's his car design.
I thought in real life, I was like, brave.
Man, you brave in this 2021 era. But yeah, I think the part I find it strange, and it shows that I don't know. I ain't gonna try to get too political with the shit, but what I'm noticing is that they should have gave the guy a warning at the very least. Even a suspension of his account, but it's like you banned him for 8,000 years, and it was like immediate ban. It wasn't. Most times you get a ban, it's like a grace period, like you're banned for a month or something. You learned your lesson, but
Yeah.
this is hella extreme. I think this is more extreme than a lifetime ban when you do shit because, like I said, they took the time to figure out 8,000 years. Like who figured this? Like who?
That's probably a crime for everything that he put that was wrong.
I'm like this. Did North Korea make this game? And is this why they tripping like this? This is very, very strange crime. Very strange punishment. I don't know.
Yeah, them in China, they seem to have like power in all the right places.
To the point where it's making companies like this make course corrections. Like whoa.
Yeah, where corporations are correcting themselves. Did you see Nike, McDonald's correcting themselves because another country wasn't happy? Guess what?
That's what we're.
They're the one that's pulling the strings.
And I've seen it before too. Even with if you look at how Disney pushes out its movies,
Disney?
they fall to China's market of like
They bend the knee to China.
they'll remove people off of posters just so that I remember with the Star Wars poster they removed John Boyega's character Finn off the Star Wars poster because they don't care too much for black people in China. And I was like, why are you doing this for them? Like, why are you doing this for them? Like, did y'all care about money that much that you're willing to do what like this? You know what I'm saying? You're bending the knee to them in a lot of ways for the sake of money. And this might be one of the things like, yeah, we're not trying to hurt the market. But I find it strange because how many people in North Korea are even going to play this game? You know what I'm saying? Like, are these games going to... Well, I don't know. Maybe in my... Hey, remember last week we talked about how Squid Games got into North Korea? And...
That's you.
That was on me. I was about to burn. I feel like I was about to throw up just now. Ooh, I got to hold that back. But with the Squid Games... being over in North Korea. I think it wasn't China or North Korea, but it's showing that, like, I guess they're trying to...
North Korea.
Okay, so I think they're trying to... Like, hey, we're not trying to... Let's say that if this game does enter North Korea and you're able to design this type of stuff like citizens can, and North Korea ain't trying to... I don't want no damn revolution from the people who just be like, I made a car with KFC on it. And I feel like it's just they're trying to prevent it from ever... I don't know. It's very strange. I'm trying to think of a reason why they did this. I don't get it. I get it and then I don't. But that's it for that story. We live in a world now where you can't piss off North Korea because if you do, 8,000 year ban, and you're just a person. You're not even a corporation or running some kind of propaganda. You're just having fun, I guess. But that's it for that damn story.
All right, another dark news.
Oh God.
Another dark news from around the net. All right, so a pregnant woman was beheaded by her brother and her mother, and then they took a selfie with the head.
Okay, let me get this straight with the story. And is this the story where the mother held the daughter down, or held the lady down, or sister?
So the mother and the brother, held down the daughter down, cut off the head, and was parading her head around. And by the way, she's pregnant. But let me finish the story before you say anything.
My fault.
Okay, so the story is that so she eloped with her boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
She went and got married to some guy they didn't like, they didn't approve, they did it without the consent of the parents.
Yeah.
So she got married and then she got pregnant. So, the family, they weren't even cool with that shit. They're like, you dishonor the family by doing that. This is so 5 years later passed, right? Mm. So the mother and the brother went to go visit, the daughter, his sister, the daughter.
Yeah.
Right? So they went over to their house, they gave her tea, and then next thing you know, they attacked her. Held her down, cut her head off, dude. And they were so happy about it. They were parading around the town.
With the head.
They were taking a selfie, posting it online. This is what happened when you, dishonor the family. You don't just go out, get married, to some guy, some random dude that didn't get knocked up. I didn't think it's okay. The own mother killed the daughter for that. Is that crazy?
I can't even.
This is in India.
This is
that shit is.
I can't even wrap my head around that.
That shit's crazy. I said the F word, huh?
I can't even wrap my head around that. I don't know, because you hear stories about that on that. So I don't even know. Sometimes it happens even here, I think, but I know mainly over there, where if you dishonor the family or something happens, you hear stories about women getting acid tossed in their damn face and shit, and
they're so strict with
some next level shit
with the dishonor stuff. They take it to the next level. Of course, people everybody, they go through life learning through what they know is good and bad.
Yeah.
But they go through it themselves. Somebody else shouldn't be the judge of what kind of actions you take on your own life. It should not affect you, right?
Yeah.
If you went and got married to another black guy named Chris, I wouldn't be mad.
It's your life.
I wouldn't be like, damn, he just disrespected the podcast. I'm about to chop his ass up. No, that's your choice.
Choice. Are you happy?
Yeah. Or if your kid did whatever random stuff, oh sure, you'll be mad, but not to the point where you could take their life away, because that's not in your life.
No.
Are you crazy?
All because they make you upset. Life is all about
that is crazy.
I feel like life sometimes is all about accepting disappointment or something that might disappoint you, and either learning to deal with it or at least getting away from it. Something if they weren't happy with her life choices and it bothered them that much, then they should have just left it the hell alone. You know what I'm saying? Like just like we mad that you got married with this type of person and you having this type of baby. We're cutting you out of the family, and that's harsh right there. But that is just as simple as it could be like that. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't like you because you're making these life choices, and then move on. But to do that is
It's so crazy. Like, I think how the other countries are, how they see, how they carry on with their lives, with their religion and everything. It's too strong, man. Like to where it's strong. Actually not even good no more.
No, it feels like some old world medieval shit. It's like we're past this type of.
It's a flaw in it. The whole it's wrong.
It's
definitely wrong.
And it's crazy.
And she was like 19 when she had eloped, right? So when she eloped with her friend from college, they reported like a missing. Hey, my daughter is missing. But then they found out that she eloped, and then the mom was like, okay, I got that ass.
I got you.
I got you. Whenever I get my mind straight, we're gonna be ready for you.
And the thing is too, the mom was probably like, "Oh, you think this shit's a game?" Because I warned you about game. They did probably had this conversation prior. I'm assuming like they
didn't. And I was like, "I wish you would."
Bet. Mom was like, bet. All right.
Mom was like, "Oh,
God, that's so fucking depressing."
Mom was like, "All right, I'll get your brother on this too." He did.
He don't like him either. Like
he lift weights.
He don't like him either.
He can hold you down.
Damn, man. And you know what?
That's crazy. She was pregnant at the time.
You know what the crazy thing is,
Come on.
I came across a story earlier today, and I thought about using it for the podcast, and I backed away from it because I had a bunch of dark stories last week. I was like, no, this is kind of crazy. And I only read the title and a little bit, and I just backed away from it.
So you let me get it.
And now you got the story. I'm like, oh.
I was like, okay, I'll get the dark stories for this week.
I see, man. Because even I was like, I was depressing last week.
I read, I was like, ooh, this is, why are they so bad?
This world's crazy. Let's run it.
You can't even trust your own family, man. They'll cut you so fast.
Man, literally.
Imagine being held down by your sister while your dad is chopping your pee-pee.
I'm like, guess what, old man? You need a bigger axe. You ain't chopping my pee-pee off with that little...
No, with that...
that little hatchet.
Baby axe.
Better get a chainsaw. And it better be full of gas, too. Oh, shit. Hold on, I gotta go to BP right quick. I gotta fill this thing up.
But yeah, that's so crazy. They can't trust family, man.
No, that's horrible. I mean, you can. That's just... when you got people like that can't accept who you love, that's a huge red flag. That is... oh, my God. She would have been better off just running and getting the hell up out of there, but it might have been like a sneak attack. It might be one of the things of where they were like, you know what? We're cool with things. Like, get her guard down so it can be around her, and then we're gonna go to her house and visit her, and then kill her. Like, that'd be like a way, like, they de-escalate. Let's have a talk. Let's meet.
Like was that their only way of solving the problem?
Because they take shit to a whole new level where just walking away from it and being unhappy is not enough. Like, defying them is like... It sounds like defying them and what their family wants is immediate death sentence. And it doesn't matter who you are. To the point where this family is brainwashed to where... The brother helped out. Like that, you know what I'm saying? It's so weird.
So what do you think the punishment for the mother and the brother should
Everybody should die, and they should take out the whole family too. I know it sounds extreme, but guess what? If the mother's like this and the son's like this, how many of the rest of the family feels the same damn way? I know it's like some kind of minority report, like throwing people in jail for something they didn't do, whatever. But look, if they infected, if the mother is infected, everybody's infected. I'm telling you, the mother is like the soul of the family a lot of times. If that's to me, as part of a family structure, the mother's kind of like the heart and soul of the family sometimes. To where, and you know, like I know people who have who had mothers that passed away, and after their mother passed away, Thanksgiving stopped, Christmas stopped, like the whole world comes to a screeching halt to the family. At least that's the world I come from, of where mothers and some kind of point are kind of like the ones
that holds it all together.
That holds it all together, the glue of it all. And if the glue is acting like this, then everybody got to go, because
she's a false prophet, mom.
Yes, because she probably convinced everybody else to get on this shit too on some kind of way, on some level. So
there's something mentally wrong with her.
Yeah,
like
hell yeah.
Whoever was in her head at that time definitely was not supposed to be in the driver's seat. So the mom definitely had some type of mental issue. And then on top of that, she brainwashed her other child, the brother, to convince that your sister did something so bad. The only way that we can save her soul is to get rid of her in this life.
Yeah, 'cause I think the little bit I heard about the story was that the mother held her legs down, and then the son did the chopping or something. But some
Yeah, I don't know the details like that.
Yeah, I read something about it, and that's why I backed away from it. I was like, oh god, I was like, I don't need this on me today.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then they were parading her head around town.
And see, that's the part I didn't hear about.
Like it was a trophy, and took selfies, posting it on.
Imagine you're a neighbor. Imagine you walking out your house to go to your mailbox, and your neighbor's like, haha, look what we got. You're like, what the? I'm just trying to get my mail.
You'll
my Amazon package. Like, what's going on?
You'll look and you'll be like, oh, that's fake, right? But damn.
Yeah, man.
Imagine just seeing that on the street.
Looking crazy as all hell. What are cops when you need them? They should have lit that ass up. Like, just smoked him on the
The
street.
cops are probably scared too.
Yeah.
They try to ignore it and shit.
Oh, it's not real. Turn up the radio.
We got a 211 in progress, 7-Eleven. Okay.
On our way.
We got a robbery. What's the code for beheadings?
I was about to say 187, so that's an actual
That's murder, right?
Yeah, so 188. This is a step up. Like, I don't know.
No, 185.
185.
We got a 185 in progress.
It's got to be an 8s, though. That's murder's all 8s, so.
We got 211 in progress. All right, well, that's that story.
All right, damn.
That's like my last dark story.
That was the worst of the worst. That was worse than everything. All right, so.
That changed the whole mood, huh?
No, it did, man.
That makes you want to go meditate and shit.
It does. Or have another beer or something. Just,
Makes you want to look at.
Because I couldn't finish that article earlier because I was like, this is too much for me. I don't want to talk about it on the show. Because all I remember was that the title what I saw for that article was "Brother holds legs down while the mother holds legs down while brother kills sister," and I was like, what? And then I was like, okay, that's it.
What are you reading? Like different country headlines?
I be when it comes to this podcast, I'll be stumbling across all types of stuff with the craziest headlines of whoa.
That sounds like a kid wrote that one though.
Yeah, but I'm saying it'd be like stupid headlines, but it's
like straight up, like the brother hold the legs down while the mom cuts the head.
It's like, well, dang,
what can you?
But it's for shock value to get. Hey, it got me to read it for a second, so it worked. It's just horrible.
You just gotta start typing like that.
They're all dead.
Straight up.
Everyone is dead.
Holds the leg down.
All right, so I got a funny story. Well, it's not funny. Well, it depends on who you are. Okay, so.
Right.
This is a U.S. webcam model accidentally shoots herself in the vagina and survives. So it says
The U.S. model.
It says U.S. model, but it says Kailua Lumpur. So I'm guessing that's Hawaii. I'm guessing that's where it's at, but
Might be like Malaysia or something.
that's not the U.S. though.
Yeah, you're right.
It says on. Okay, so this
Well, the name might be like from Malaysia.
the Kailua
Oh
Lumpur.
yeah, that's some Hawaii.
Yeah, it's like some Hawaiian shit. Watch, we're gonna be wrong as hell too. It's like, oh, they don't know nothing.
Shell Shock knows about the story.
What'd you say? How did I know this will wind up on the show? That's what Shell Shock says in the chat. I don't know. I don't know. I come across weird news all the time.
So a model shot herself in the vagina while doing a TikTok video.
Yeah, she was a webcam model. So it says webcam model who accidentally shot herself in the vag while recording a video at home miraculously survived. The model, Lauren Hunter Damon, 27, was alone in her room when the firearm was discharged. Police arrived at the scene to find a paramedic who was holding an unloaded gun and a spent 9mm shell casing.
It was a Glock 19.
It says it's like a 9mm bullet casing. So I'm not sure what kind of gun it is. It could be like a Beretta or something. It could be a lot of things.
Not no TikTok model. They get that easy gun.
Little pew pew. Telling the victim that had accidentally shot herself in the vagina. So that's what the paramedic said. When the cops showed up, that's what the paramedic said. Like, man, look, she shot herself in the pussy. And then That's how the cops started there.
Was she trying to show off? Like, hey, I got a gun.
That's what I was thinking. That somebody was like, yo, hey, I'll give you like $10,000. You take that gun that I saw in the last video you had, right? Because I'm a return customer. You take that gun and you rub it on your bean. Just rub it on your bean. And probably because she don't know how to do gun safety, her fingers probably on the trigger. She's like, oh yeah, you like that? Pop!
Well, there's no safety on a Glock.
Well, if it was a Glock, did it say a Glock? You keep saying Glock. Was it a Glock?
It probably was.
But it probably was.
It's like the
That'd be
most
something.
common gun to buy.
Yeah, cheap. So yeah, no safety.
Reliable, not cheap.
Yeah, reliable. Let's just say it's reliable. Let's go.
Doesn't jam.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go with that. There you go. That's the best way to put it. But yeah, so maybe it was like he was like, rub that burl in your bean. He's like, oh yeah, you like that?
Why was it even loaded while she's doing a live show? Come on.
I don't know.
Who plays with a loaded gun?
Because people are dumb. She should have cleared it.
Oh my god.
Took out the magazine. Check if the
that-
chamber's empty.
If you can't write out like a paragraph, you shouldn't be owning a gun.
But then again, I wonder how many webcam girls are actually drunk when they do.
Probably not drunk, but
this
under
or
the type
high,
of drug influence.
something to where she should have taken the magazine out. 'Cause I'm assuming if she's a gun owner,
She's not responsible.
she probably knows better. I would hope so,
Apparently not.
but apparently not. But that's what I'm saying, that she may have been inebriated, maybe, and she. I met a lot of people who shot themselves in the foot because they were drunk trying to clean their gun while they were drunk. It's very common. So with her doing it, I'm like, she was probably on something. I'm not quite sure yet.
She didn't take no safety classes.
Hell no, not even close. It says a gun owner Jordan.
That's probably not even her gun, huh?
Actually, no, it says a gun owner Jordan Allen told police he rushed into the bathroom because this is gun owner. So I guess this is not even somebody else's gun. It says Jordan Allen told police that he rushed into the bedroom from the kitchen after hearing the gunshot. So he was probably she was using Jordan Allen's gun, who was downstairs in the kitchen, like busting some suds and some dishes. It's like
Jordan is a guy or girl?
a guy. He was downstairs. So I'm wondering if that was her boyfriend.
That was her boyfriend's gun.
And she was upstairs doing webcam shit with her boyfriend's gun.
Damn.
This is what it sounds like. I don't know this whole
Killed
story.
herself on cam, and then this dude's washing dishes. Imagine that, walking upstairs and then your girlfriend's just dead.
No, imagine this. The dude, Jordan Allen's in the kitchen, like, scrubbing dishes, and he's like, hey, babe, so we gonna finish watching You tonight? Pop! And he says a shot like, babe? Babe, we ain't watching You tonight. Just,
Pop, pop.
just, bullet going down that little tunnel. Going to the egg. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Allen said that Damon, that's the girl's name, that's the last name anyways, had a small amount of blood on her leg, and she was apologizing when he came into the room before she went on to explain that she shot herself by mistake. He told authorities she had...
So it sounds like she didn't really shoot herself directly. It sounds like
It's
it might
accident.
have grazed.
Oh, okay, so it might have been like, a little bit of blood.
Because
Like,
if she can explain, I accidentally shot myself. But she didn't really get, like, the gun wasn't, like, straight up in her vagina. Like,
it just grazed the outside.
It didn't kill, like, her baby pouch maker or whatever you call that.
The way it makes this title sounds like she's like,
Yeah, like, she took that
Vagina
shit
done.
headshot, you know? But nah, it sounded like she got a graze if she can explain to her boyfriend, hey, one of the lips got, like, cut off.
This little snip. He told authorities that she had subscribers on a sexual web platform called Chatter. I've never heard of that. And that she makes sexual videos of herself and people pay her to see them. Damn, how many people live in this damn house? It says fellow housemate Addie Ruth Johnson confirmed that the model had shot herself. This is like a flop house, sounds like to me.
It might be like a streamer house, but for, like, sex stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they probably all met each other online and was like, let's all get a house together.
No, like, there's, like, a manager, right? AKA pimp.
Okay.
But they do things different. Everything's online. He buys, like, a big house, a bunch of rooms, and then all he has is, like, a bunch of, like, young girls doing webcam stuff. He provide everything.
This shit's real?
Housing, everything. Yeah, they do this for real.
What?
Yeah. Ask me how I know this.
Yeah, chat, where
ask
you
me.
at? Chat,
But,
please. This is new to me.
But I was watching a show, right?
This is amazing, though. That's actually
Yeah, it's actually a really common thing. They do this shit everywhere. Like, so I was watching a show. This is actually a fake show, but this is really how they do it.
Okay.
The show's called Kingdom. It's like a MMA series where they they train, fight, or whatever. But then like a part of the series was they had a scene where they had a guy that he owned like some webcam sex company where he has a big house, a bunch of rooms, and then he recruit girls, like young girls, to do like the webcam, and then he pays for their housing and everything, and then he makes all the money like through them. And then the lady, she was like the pimp number 2, where she buys like the groceries, she buys everything that the girls need. So they provide everything that they want. All they do is they do
Webcam shit.
They do the webcam shit. They provide everything, and then the pimp collect all the money. Doesn't have to do shit.
And is that legal?
Yeah,
on some level,
that's like a loophole.
Yeah, loophole through it because it's not like that is wow.
Alyssa says, I was thinking you were involved somehow in it. Because I said it like really clear, like I knew exactly what it said. No, I saw it on TV show.
The way you explained it from the beginning, before you told the story, you was like, this is a thing. I'm like, something you want to tell us about, man? This is pretty...
Yeah, we should all put our money together. We should all put our money together, right? Like buy like a big mansion, got like 24 rooms, right? Go to the nearest college.
There you go.
Start recruiting.
That's how you do.
You make like a funny brochure, right? Almost like it's like selling a restaurant.
You're like, are you tired of paying for them books? Like,
it has to be funny.
LOL.
Yeah. Yep, we got to use like TikTok phrases and stuff.
Yeah, you know.
So
IKR. I know, right?
Yeah, we need somebody on the team that's like the social media expert. What's trending? What's not trending?
The lingo, yeah. Because also, and I agree with you 1,000% on this, and I'm just not going to go too much into this story. But remember that the school shooting that happened last week?
No.
The big school shooting in Michigan? The one with the parents are locked up too? You didn't hear about it?
Parents are locked up too? What, they shot people too?
No, the kid shot the school, and then you found the parents. But it's a long story. But it's insane. It's taking over like the news. But long story short,
Wait, I just read that. Hold on, Shell Shock says that obviously media hijack isn't the only thing Billy's running.
Man, for real, I don't ask questions when I come here, man.
Hey, if I were to run this, we would have better equipment.
That's true though.
Yeah, we would have 3 cameras, and we would have had a producer sitting right there,
cutting angles for us, and then editors,
switching cameras.
Yeah,
I
wish it was true.
We had a Jamie out here.
Oh shit! But I don't know. So while I was going before, we was talking about like sending somebody out to the school to learn like lingo, somebody who knows like the lingo of kids or whatever, right? So when the school shooting happened last week, and the kids like barricaded themselves in the classroom, this one cop came up to the door and he was like, and this is like the school shooter had gone off somewhere else, but the kids were in the classroom and the cops on the outside of the door, and he's explaining to them like, hey, like the shooter's gone, he's like open up the door, and the student's like, how do we know you're not lying? And he was like, bro, I'm not lying to you. That's what the cop says. You know what happened? The kids got scared and all jumped out the window. Let me know what. Wait. They didn't jump out the window and die. They didn't die. I'm sorry. I'm setting it up so wrong. The window was like ground level, but they jumped out the window and it was like no kind of height. They just climbed. I'd say they climbed out the window.
Okay. Was it a cop though?
It was a legit cop, but it was like they just noticed like, bro, like, oh, he's faking it, and they just went and just saw climbing out the window and they ran across this field of snow because they thought it was a school shooter trying to pretend. Hey guys, open up.
Is it a middle school? What is it?
It was a high school. It was a high school, yeah. But the school shooting just happened. But I was thinking about that just to go into with where the youth with their... I sound like an old ass man right now, but explaining like, yo, like if you really want to fit in, you gotta talk a certain way and
you
send somebody to the college.
Sound familiar.
Yeah, you gotta sound familiar. Not like the cop was like, hey bro, open the door. And it was like, oh, that's not him. Like you gotta use it in certain ways. You gotta send somebody with
sound professional.
Yes, like a real kid. You gotta sound like a kid. So you sound,
I would have been like 211 in progress. Beep beep beep. Like turn on the radio.
Like
just for real.
Like a little chirp going on.
If you sound like one of the homies.
And that's where you fucked up at. Everybody was saying, yeah, mark that down.
Open up, it's me, bro.
It's like, man, don't do it.
Sorry, Mr. Willis.
And all the kids were like, and it was the reason why I saw the video is a video on Reddit I saw where the kid had the camera phone. It was like, no, ask him that. Like, and when he said, bro, there was like, if I go out the window, and then people start coming out the window, they was like running through the snow.
He said bro or
bro.
bro.
Like this is how he used it in the context. Like he's faking it. Like,
Whoa.
he's trying to relate to us to make us calm down, but we're thinking that
Just open. I'm a cop. No cap.
He's doing the most.
Oh. He said no cap.
No cap.
Run. Red light.
Run. Oh man.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. So long story short, with this lady who shot herself in the vag, Damon was taken from her home.
Streamer house.
She was airlifted by helicopter. Authorities have classified the incident as reckless conduct, and it's likely that they will press any charges. So she's not unlikely that they'll press any charges. So she grazed herself in the vagina with the bullet while trying to be cute in a house full of people that's probably doing webcam shit too. So there we go.
Yeah.
That was a good breakdown of the story with the webcam stuff in the house. That was amazing.
That opens your eyes up to opportunities of how we can make more money, huh?
Hey, yes.
We can do it. We got a team already. We'll get like Melissa doing IT and stuff. She can set up all the cameras. Shell Shock is gonna be doing the lighting. He's gonna set up the acoustic in the room so the sound doesn't really bounce. You know, like when
get Shell Shock to do the video stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna be actually the man behind the camera for every different scene.
Put him on a webcam. Wow, we gotta.
Yeah, and you're gonna be fluffing all their pillows.
I got the worst job. That's the worst job. Get Shell Shock to do.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure the fish tank is clean.
Who is gonna do it then? Well, we got with college kids. That's gonna be hard. We gotta at least start. Somebody gotta take the fall for it. Somebody gotta go first.
I'll make sure the fish tank is clean.
But
I collect all the money and then I distribute.
I'll do the webcam stuff first. Then I'll get some Manscaped shit, clean it up.
No, you're not the.
Whoa, at least to get started. It can't be like.
Oh, you want to be the talent?
Yeah, I'll do it, man.
Okay, that's a different house.
But I'm like, oh, I'm in the wrong house.
That's a different house.
You're in the wrong spot. That's across the street. We're trying to recruit talent. You're trying to be the talent.
There's like an all guys house, like down the street. You can go to that house. Like we're doing like the easy stuff where we understand.
So how would you even recruit college kids? Like, what you
they come to us. We don't come to them.
We gotta put some out.
We just provide the housing. We provide the equipment, the camera, everything, internet, food. Everything.
Hey, kids.
A place to sleep. We give them nice blankets, nice pillows. Like, we treat them like they're like all princesses.
All right, but they just got to do webcam shit.
Yeah, but we collect like, I say 70% of what they make.
Ooh.
Yeah, we pay for everything else.
But when you're struggling,
think about that.
But when you're, true. Like,
Think about that.
Yeah,
we paid for the rent, everything.
Like,
we paid for the housing.
We're not like riding on 70%.
Yeah, and they're making 30% for like.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
For showing your thing off.
And if you shoot yourself in the vagina, it gets deducted.
No, there's gonna be no weapons in the house. And then also, we're gonna get banned on Twitch.
Probably.
But also, before we get banned, we're gonna have like one of those what's the where they talk to the people if they're not doing well? Counselors.
We have counselors in the house? Like, if they're like, this kind of stressing me out.
What do you call them, counselors? Like somebody
guidance?
that's
Guidance counselors?
You're gonna have like the artistic guidance, like or creative guidance.
Okay.
Creative director.
Okay.
Yeah, creative director. That sounds more professional.
Yeah, it's way better.
So like if somebody's just giving away too much stuff too fast, you know,
slow it down.
Slow it down. You don't have to show tits on day one. Slow it down. Tease them a little. You know.
Keep them coming back for more.
Keep them guessing. Like don't give them everything right away.
When they pay more, escalate it. Don't escalate it first. Like
don't
let them escalate it.
Don't be the girl. Turn a webcam. Rip the bra off. Like no. Like
give them too much.
The mystery is solved. The guys are moving on now.
They go on to the next OnlyFans.
They're like, oh, okay, next. All right. And now we have to kick her out of the house.
You're showing too much. You're moving too fast.
So like we'll sign like agreements. Like if they don't meet like a certain like quota, like how much they're pulled in.
Every month.
They got like 3 months left to perform. If the numbers don't go up.
Well, we're going to...
Sorry.
You can't stay here no more. Besides, we have a line going out that people want to come in and be a part of this.
You have been cut. Yeah.
You used to be good back in July, but here it is December.
Back in 2025, when you were popping, like this is going to be a business later on.
It's going to be business later on, yeah.
When we actually... Like it's a joke now, but like 5 years from now, we actually
This shit
this
becomes
shit for
something.
real.
This shit's really a thing.
Yeah, we do it for real. That's crazy. Damn.
All legal.
Yeah, it is. Like, we
All
didn't
legal.
break no rules because you can do this in your own house.
The law,
But we're providing the house.
the law would literally have to change in order to meet this level of.
Catch up.
Yeah, you got to catch up to us.
We're not doing nothing wrong. Nobody's being hurt. Nobody's being harmed. Everybody's comfortable.
We're good. Everybody happy. Everybody eating. There you go.
That's a great business plan.
I think we just thought of something over here. This is something big.
Cool. Everybody in chat is involved.
All of you are complicit in this. All of you. But that was it for the vagina bullet story.
Melissa says she managed the money. This is way over budget. We shouldn't be buying all these Sony Alpha because we buy like the expensive Sony like cameras.
Yeah,
and
we
shit.
going big. We going
Every camera's
big.
like $2,000. Like, oh no,
We still got to feed these
it's
people.
like we're not bougie like that, you know. Like the
got a
camera has
budget.
to look a little raunchy to where like the people on the other side is like, damn, this girl's like she's in a rusty apartment.
Man, what is this? 1988?
She's in a rusty apartment building, you know, like they set the mood, like, but it's all in the same house, but each house, like, no, each room, it looks like a different house. Like some looks like a house like in like burnt down Japan.
Yeah.
Some will be like, it looks like Russia.
You want to look like that?
Yeah, it looks like Russia, like aftermath radioactive, like
Like Chernobyl?
yeah, Chernobyl and shit. And then we have like the backyard scenes.
We can have backyard scenes. Summertime.
Yeah.
By the pool. Because
You
we
gotta
got to get a pool over there too.
Whatever
We gotta put a pool.
whatever the creative director he wants to, whatever he or she wants to do.
Oh, Shell Shock says this episode's going to be used in court.
Can we reference this back to the year 2021, episode number 83? Pull that up. It's like 10 years from now and shit. We're in court. Like they were planning this shit 10 years ago.
They made the audience think it was a joke, but no, they were serious.
And then they already talked about it like that.
Then it's like some, oh my God.
That's crazy because it's going to happen now.
We're hitting Epstein levels of shit.
And everything's going to be all in cryptocurrency. Every exchange, like, it's going to be dealt on, like, with crypto.
The future.
Yeah, we're going to have lawyer and everything. Like,
Yeah, we got you got to have a good defense. You got to.
we're going to have, like, a team of, like, 8 people.
Yeah.
Creative director, producer. We're going to have the IT guy. We're going to have the landlady counselor. Like, you know how some females, like, oh, they feel like they're not doing enough or they feel down. We need somebody to comfort,
Like, hey, like
the comforting counselor.
like school's been stressing them out.
Yeah.
They don't want to do webcam tonight. Like, okay, well, talk to them.
Talk to
We'll be
them.
back in an hour. They better be ready to get on camera.
Yep.
That sounds evil as hell.
get them back in the
get them
mood.
back in the mood.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this sounds diabolical.
And I'll just be the guy cleaning the fish tank.
That's your job.
Then I'll call like, hey, how much we made? How much we made this month?
Cool.
Who do we got to cut? Lucy Lou? Oh, we got to cut Lucy Lou? Okay. To send her to the office and shit.
My left in the chat says completely over budget. Why?
Yeah, we're going to start off with like low budget, like webcams.
You got to, man. It's got to be like the old school. It's got to be like
like one of those, a Logitech one.
yeah, something simple.
Fuzzy cam.
But if it's good enough, people will watch it. They won't care what it looks like.
Yeah, like once like the girl, she's like fucking premium high quality. Dude. You know,
Yeah.
10 years from now, it's not even going to be 4K no more. We're going to run like 8K cameras.
man. This is
Which is already out, which is crazy. But it will be more normal 5-10 years from now.
Oh yeah, it'd be like, oh man, in 8K. Like nobody's this is
Yeah, then the internet's going to be so damn fast. Like
different.
streaming 8K quality video, that's crazy. Imagine that, like running like 100 gigs. Like,
The future.
damn.
All right.
All right, that's all I got.
All right. I do. Should I squeeze in one more story? I have one
Go
more.
for it. Go for it. Squeeze it in.
Okay, so I got two. I'm gonna let everybody pick.
Millennial, what?
I'm gonna let everybody pick.
Oh,
I got
you're
two
gonna
stories
let
left.
everybody pick.
Yeah, what story you guys want to hear? One is hella short, and the Jack Dorsey one with Twitter, I could probably set it for next week because it's probably maybe really long. I guess when we really talk about it. But the one story is a man in Italy is accused of trying to get COVID vaccine with a fake arm.
Oh, we saw that one.
So that we did that. Or we did it one.
No, I sent Melissa that picture of that dude.
He had the fake arm, the
fake-
bodysuit.
the
Yeah.
fake arm.
Okay, and then the ones Jack Dorsey ditched Twitter for Bitcoin. Like he's out.
Who is Jack Dorsey?
So he's the guy who is basically created Twitter. He created Twitter.
Oh, yeah, he stepped down, right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I heard about this.
Okay, so we'll go to this story more then. All right. So basically, says Jack Dorsey's ditched Twitter for Bitcoin. Has a social media bubble burst. That's the real big thing. So Jack Dorsey, he winds up ditching Twitter. It seems like the past couple of years, Twitter has been trying to do something with itself, of trying to make it more engaging for the audience, or trying to make like new inventive ideas, and has always been falling short. I think they saw like a little party room chat thing that nobody ever uses. I think they tried to pay people to use it one time too. I might be mistaken, but it's always trying to do advancements with its social media property, and it's not going anywhere because most people on Twitter just use retweets, puts up stuff, comments. It's the very most basic stuff of social media. It's not doing anything outside of the bubble. It doesn't really work. It seems to me that Jack Dorsey may be getting like pressure to like, man, look, Mark Zuckerberg just created Meta. This is something going on right now. What are we doing as a social media property to push forward? And I think Jack Dorsey's kind of like, well, what else can you do with this? Like everything we tried, it's not going anywhere. So he's opting out to go with his own Bitcoin company. I think it's called Square or something. He's basically just like he's kind of seeing like where the direction of things are going, and I'm almost seeing that maybe Jack Dorsey sees it as you can't really do too much anymore with social media other than what is already at right now. But maybe he sees a future in Bitcoin, so he's opted out. He's on his way out. I don't blame him.
I mean, there's definitely a future in Bitcoin, but like him actually starting like a company with Bitcoin, doing Bitcoin with some shit.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's doing like, what is Square?
Square,
what is it though?
As far as I know, it's supposed to be with Bitcoin. I couldn't even really get too much on that. What Square is, at least I didn't see anything on it.
Is it like an exchange or what?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. So it says okay.
Says, is that a credit card thing?
Yeah, it says Dorsey is also a cryptocurrency fanatic, a particular champion of
I know what
Bitcoin.
she was talking about though. That Square credit card swipe.
Oh, they got some
But
like that too.
I don't. Yeah, like,
I think this might be something completely different from that.
it might be. Yeah, it might be different because Square was already like a company.
It says Jack Dorsey is resigning from Twitter to spend more time with his other company, Square. In some ways, the choice between Twitter and Square is a straight choice between political clout and profit. Square, a payments
Political clout.
I guess
Is that like those two words are normally put together like that?
I've never heard it used before, but I can see it seems like it's something that has existed, but I've never heard it used in that way before. But it's like it makes sense. It's like it exists, but I've never heard it called it that. It's just kind of was a thing. I don't know. Political cloud straight choice between. Oh, sorry. Square, a payment platform co-founded by Dorsey in 2009, is worth almost 3 times Twitter's current value at about 97 billion. 97 billion. What the fuck? I'm wrong as hell about that. I misread that. Okay, but Square will be credited with. Sorry, I just skipped off all that. But Square will never be credited with the equivalent of the Twitter revolution, or make headlines by banning former president. Because Twitter became this weird thing of where, with politics, if you see how a lot of political agendas are pushed, you see Facebook is pushing a lot of right wing shit, which is if anybody who's not familiar with politics, just think of this Donald Trump's party. It kind of caters to them more than anybody else. That's what Facebook has been accused of, and it's largely leans in that direction, where Twitter leans more to the left. So say Obama, like type shit, to where the Democratic Party is, like in that type of direction. So it is like a split between two social media platforms where you would notice if you're on both of them, you notice the vast difference in between them and who they cater to a lot of times. And I think that he's kind of like just done with all that shit in a lot of ways. I see where he's coming from. It's like, what can you really do with this shit? It's the social media. It's kind of like, this reminds me of when Tom was doing MySpace, and the dude's like, I'm done, and then I'm gonna travel the world and take photos, and he rode off to the sunset, and he's been happy as hell. It sounds like very similar to it, but not. So, Tom just opted out reality altogether and just went and our long lost hero Tom that we took for granted. He's gone out there. Whereas it's that Dorsey's kind of like seeing that maybe Twitter's hitting a wall as far as ingenuity, and he's going to Square. That's what was my takeaway from some of the stuff I was reading. It says that by contrast, having only become profitable by 2018, which is when his Square company just started. Like it just started gaining traction.
So it is the credit card thing, is it?
So it might. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, I don't even know he was starting a credit card shit. But so is this going to be like a credit card that deals with Bitcoin transactions?
No,
or?
it's just like, let's say like you have like a booth up out like in the open, right?
Yeah.
And you need people to make like credit card transactions. You can have like your Square thing that plugs up to your phone, and if they say, hey, I want to buy your stuff, they can swipe like through your phone, and then they'll make the transaction through a credit card swipe. That's the Square that I know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's like the same Square that this guy is involved in, or is it a completely different company.
Gotcha. Yeah, it says Generation Z is turning off the major platforms. Downloads of Facebook and Instagram have been declining, which I have noticed that too. The Generation Z ain't really with this social media shit. It's kind of moving in a different direction, and I think a lot of people are trying to get ahead of it. I think also too with Mark Zuckerberg with the Meta thing. I think maybe he's trying to catch Generation Z's like attention. 'Cause I noticed like even with now, not even with Generation Z, but with a lot of people within my age range who aren't even on Facebook anymore, just got the hell off the platform, and sometimes I'm not even on Twitter that much.
I was never on Twitter like that.
But
we do got a Twitter page though.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Shit. Oh god, I forgot about
Media
that.
Hijack has a Twitter page.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'll probably say more on Twitter more than Facebook. Facebook is very not really a fan of it. It's I don't know. I'm familiar with Facebook. I'm on it. Some of the memes are funny, but yeah, I don't know. Reddit is more like my kind of zone now. Both Twitter and Facebook have been losing ground with business due to its demographic shift in demand. By capitalizing on the rise of video sharing, TikTok has captured much of the younger audience than Facebook or Twitter, which I heard about that a while ago, that even TikTok is beating out YouTube as far as video content being watched. And YouTube is supposed to be... I will never ever pick TikTok over YouTube, ever. TikTok is too fast for me.
Well, TikTok is easier to create on TikTok because it's like a lot of shorts.
Yeah, it's
right?
very quick. It reminds me of Vine, though. That's what it reminds me of a little bit.
Yeah, it does, but it's like Vine, like on steroids.
Yeah,
but YouTube, it's cool, like for like us and stuff. But the creators on YouTube, it's harder for them to create content.
Man. I watch videos on this shit of where
it's rough,
copyrights and shit. It's getting horrible.
They're getting burnt out, and they're not getting like paid like that. Yeah. So like they're struggling. So now like a lot of the YouTube people are trying to do the new thing, YouTube Shorts, which is the new thing. They're trying to compete with TikTok.
Which I was so confused when I first saw it because I thought it was TikTok merging with YouTube, but
that's what I thought too.
YouTube having its own.
Yeah, but it's like YouTube having its own little shorts, and then that's like their way of combating with TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
But TikTok was like this fucking monster that got out of control.
Thank you, China. Thanks, China. But now TikTok is... Even my dad be watching TikTok videos. I don't even get on TikTok.
Did you slap it out of his hand?
No, he was just like, hey, look.
Get that out of your hand.
My dad was like, hey, look, son. This girl's twerking. I'm like, all right.
Twerking on a VCR.
Vintage. Let me watch my YouTube show that I've been watching for 8 years. I've been a follower for that long. Let me watch that instead. I don't know. But I can see where... I really can't see the future of... After millennials, I can't really see the future of social media. It's in a weird spot now.
It's going meta, man.
Yeah,
Metaverse. Everything is gonna go full like digital.
Yeah.
Like, this world now, like it looks cool, like type in text and stuff. But imagine seeing that in real life. When I say real life, talking about the metaverse.
Yeah, but within
the new real life,
the new reality. But yeah, it says Dorsey is also a cryptocurrency fanatic. I already read that. But yeah, long story short, he's opting out. The future Twitter, where are they gonna go? Because I think now that Dorsey's gone,
they got a new Indian guy.
Why do I feel like I know that? I don't think I must be thinking about another
There's an
story.
Indian guy. He took over the seat.
Okay.
So it's like an Indian CEO guy.
All right. Well, see what happens with Twitter. I can't. What
Oh,
the?
it depends on his background. Like whatever, like his background is, like how, like his. I bet his last name is some royal shit.
Oh,
It's not no normal. It's not a normal Indian guy that
Yeah,
took the
yeah.
seat.
He
It's somebody that has like fucking
family. Like,
His background
family.
goes back like 1,000 years and shit, where they own so much shit.
His father was a sultan, like a king of some shit.
The king of the Silk Road and shit. The real Silk Road.
The real Silk Road, not that, not that LA shit.
Not the LSD shit, you know. That it?
That's it for me.
That's it for today's episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this episode number 83. Next week, we're going to do it again. Random topics again.
Tuesday this time.
Till we'll get something weird in there, like here and there, but we're gonna try to keep it like this
Yeah, if you guys like
for
it,
another like couple rounds to see how it goes.
Yeah, if you guys like
test
it-
the water.
yeah, if you guys like it, let us know. Please let us know. If not, let us know too. Like,
Yeah, or if you guys want like one main topic for like an hour and a half, I don't know. Like I don't know if we can hold your attention that long with one topic.
yeah, that's tough.
If anything, we'll try to get like really like the updated, like recent news stuff with
Yeah.
everything, like from gaming to like world news.
Yeah.
Cause there's a lot of stuff going in gaming too and shit.
Oh, there's a lot of shit going on, man. A lot of wild shit, especially with Blizzard. Blizzard is off the chain.
Netflix shit. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Hell yeah.
Peace out. Adios.